In this video, we're going to talk more about the Defender screen upgrade. So this is the small screen. Oh, can I do this in such a way? Oh, look at my terrible trousers. That you can see the two screens side by side. So this is the standard 10-inch screen, and this is the new 11.4-inch screen. So you can see there, now apparently it's up to 62% or 62% larger. It's actually not that much longer. It's all top to bottom, so it's changed the aspect ratio. But in addition, you will notice that the new screen is curved, and that gives you sort of less reflections. What other thing did it say about it, Destiny? It was larger.
3 times brighter.
3 times brighter, apparently. So if you're in a very sunny climate, this one is brighter. So if you want to upgrade, so we have done the first part of the video, which is how to remove your standard screen. Okay, so you'll need to do that. We have just how to update the software, because when you plug the new screen in, it won't work unless you've updated the software. But this one is more about how the other bits you will need. So what we've done to make it easier, this is the whole assembly you need. And all the bits here you need to replace because they're different on the 10-inch screen to the 11.4-inch screen, and it's easier to see it now. So I will give you a quick demo, and then we will go to the car and show you how to remove the original bits. But the first thing you'll need to do, in sort of reverse, the mat, so that'll be the last bit to go on. Then there's these little side covers that will go on, second to last, and they should pull out sideways. Okay, so they're held in on those little metal spring clips there. Okay, so there's a left one of those, and then likewise there you go. In fact, that's the left, isn't it? But here we go. So you've got 2 of those. Then when you've done that, there's 2 screws you need to undo at the top, and now you can see why it's going to be easier. They're not in here, but you should be able to see. Can you see where they go on their Destiny? Yeah. So you'll need to unscrew those, and then this screen will come away. So you can see the screws pass through these 2 brackets and go into these 2 captive nuts, right? So you can start to see what we're getting. Now, obviously, careful putting the screen down. Okay, now you will then need to screw your screen. Now you can use the bolts you took out of your old screen. Okay, so all this is new. All right, so you can see there's four bolts there. Let me just undo those quickly. So when you've got the 4 bits undone, that panel comes off. So you can see, right, but we're not done yet. Okay, so we've now got the screen, and we've got 4 bits of plastic, but there's even more bits of plastic, and which is why I assembled it. So this bit of plastic here now comes off. Okay, so that's like a sandwich plate there. Okay, and this piece here. So you need to buy all of these pieces if you are gonna upgrade the screen using Land Rover genuine parts, but they're all quite expensive. Now we've come up with some brackets of our own which will shortcut this process, and we'll do another video on that. But before you go out and buy all these, check out our brackets. Let me just grab one quickly. So we have got 2 brackets that you'll just be able to fit on the screen. These aren't the finished ones, these are works in progress, and that will just plug into the existing part of that is on the car. So 2 brackets, and you'll see not only will it save you money on the plastics and environmental impact on the plastics, it will save you a lot of time, because the first job we've got to do in the car now is remove this part. Now it's quite easy. These 4 screws here are quite easy. These 2 here are quite easy. The ones that are an absolute pain in the butt are these 2 that are at the bottom here, you can see. So right, we are now going to jump into the car. We are going to remove the original one of these, and we'll have a look at them side by side, and then we'll have to fit this, fit the screen to this, fit the 2 side cheeks, and then fit that. Now, most of the screws we will reuse will be the ones you've taken out. I think the only screws you may need extra are these 2 here, because I don't think they exist on the original screen. Everything else we should better reuse the bits. Right, let's jump in the car. 3. So in the first video, we showed you how to disassemble all of this and get your screen out. So you now join us, and in this video, we are going to show you how to change these plastics. Destiny's had a practice at this, and she's coloured the screws in orange. So we've got 2 screws here. So what we're going to do here, Destiny's going to take this panel here out, because this plastic that we've got to remove here is held in with 2 screws here, 2 screws at the bottom that we're taking out, and then it's got 2 evil screws hidden away. So how long are these, do we think? Whoop that out. So it's on little springy clips. You've got to give it a little bit of, but careful, because there's connectors under the starter motor switch and the PIVI on off. So how's the best way of which switch is easier, which wires? Oh, that one's not too bad. There's a little pressy bit on the front. Is there? Yeah. Fight him off. Let me just have a look at the connector yet. So, oh, sorry, I'm filming. Right, there you go. So you've got to push that out, release that. What connector we got on that other side?
I might be able to show you.
Oh yeah, you might have to flip it over there. Well done. There you go. Flip it all the way out the way. Yeah, it's a similar sort of a deal. You got a little bit to press on the top. Right, so there's that. That's all out to go. Obviously, if you're left-hand drive, well, that's kind of your problem. No, it's the same but different, and we're not disrespecting anyone this afternoon, are we? They give me a hard time. They say, Simon, your steering wheel's on the hard side. Now, Destiny reckons it's going to be better to take the gear change assembly out. Oh, gosh, who's calling me? Right, so do you want to get on? Are they some meaty ass screws there? Who's calling me? Right, so now we're going to remove this whole assembly. So we've got 4 screws on the outside, 2 on this side. Okay, let's have a look how long these are. Don't stab me. Much as you might like to, don't. Right. Do they look longer than those?
Right, they're the longer screws.
They're the long screws. They are definitely longer, yeah. So if you get some slightly longer ones, it's these 4 here. We'll do 1, 2 on that side. Where's the second one of those? And then we got 2 on the other side. There's 1 there and 1 there. Last one. Right, and what's the plan now then, Destiny?
We'll just take this out.
So there's presumably going to be 2 connectors on the back of all of this, this stuff. Oh, how much leeway do they give us on the wiring? Enough.
So one under here.
Okay, let's have a look. They're all quite similar, these connectors, aren't they? They're all of the same type. The main gearbox one is.
Bigger.
He's a monster. Yeah. Right, let's have a look. Oh, he's a different one, isn't he? Yeah. Okay, so that's that one out of the way. On the new Defender, they've got space. This space here goes right underneath. So they've used all this sort of wasted space here. Right, so that's all good. Now the 2 screws we're looking for, can we even see them? Oh, yeah. Can I get the camera down low enough? They are that one there, and there's another one the other side. You've sort of got...
These aren't those ones.
No?
No.
Where's those ones?
These are just to give you a bit more tolerance. Take these out and then you can...
So where's the ones we actually need? Oh yeah, they're in the middle, look. Hold on. They're in the middle. They're right in. Oh, there. So yeah, so Destiny's worked out a plan. Go on then, Destiny. Have a look what your plan is. Right, Destiny's got the extension on the ticket set. That's Torx T30, isn't it?
Yeah.
So those others, I think, were T20, weren't they? We've gone up 10. Right, let's have a look at that. So yeah, you get on with the other one. So that is a big machine screw. So that right, but bear in mind these are just holding this magnesium casing in. They're not. They're only a means to an end, aren't they, Destiny? They're not that. Now this is why you'll see our brackets will save you this bit of pain. Now, we have lost a couple of screws in doing this. That's how painful it is, isn't it, Destiny?
Yeah, which is what I'm going to grab.
Destiny's modelled this little tray because she's learnt that these things are liable to fling. So her advice is
put a bit of cardboard in.
Put a cardboard in there, or an old tea towel, or anything, just to catch. Because once they go in there, it's a pit of doom, isn't it? You ain't ever finding them. We've had the magnet and everything in there. We're not right. Okay, so have we got some movement on this now?
Yeah.
No, we will have. So we haven't taken that second one out, have we? Oh yeah, we have. Well, show me the movement. I'm not feeling the movement. Oh, I see.
That's all you need.
That's all you need, literally. Okay. Right then. Right, I need to get the right camera angle now. So you're now going in between there.
Oh, it's hard to see.
Right, we've managed to get it in. They're Torx T20s. But you're going between this grey bit and the black bit to the... Now if you're taking this out, you'll have the new part. So you better see. Now this is the danger zone, isn't it, Destiny? This is where you're going to drop it. Because you can barely get on it. You got it?
Yeah.
So he's like the others. Now is he a longer or a shorter one?
Longer.
Is he longer or a standard length one?
Longer, because this is the shorter.
Yeah, okay, so he's a longer one as well. Oh, sorry, my filming went off camera. Right, so we'll get both of those out now. So you can see where Destiny's going between the black plastic and the other rail. We'll wrestle that one out. Right, hallelujah, we've got the second one out. Well done, Destiny. There was a little bit, you didn't swear, but you're getting close to it. Right, so that should now be everything we need to pull this main case. We got to take those off. Okay, we'll get the trim. Oh yeah, we'll get those two off. Right. So yeah. So right, you want to grab this one? I think it makes a lot of difference.
Oh, no, it's a long one.
It's a long one again. Okay, excellent. Right, and we'll just get the trim tool to pull this off. Yep. So we'll just put the trim tool in behind here.
Yeah, I should have done it. Should do it with it.
Yeah. If you're smarter than we are, you'll do those while it's still attached. Yeah. Go on, fight it off.
Oh, I'm gonna fight you. There we go. Edit.
Yeah. That one.
Oh, that one's broken.
Right. So there we go. So that is that's that. Now that comes out with its own rubber mat. Look. So you want to just whip that rubber mat off. So you have to replace all of this with the new one. So we'll grab the new one and we'll quickly show you. I think you guys know what you're doing now. But yeah, these are the holes you're trying to get to at the back. Those two, and you, and you can't get. You got these really annoying bits. So when you're trying to reach up to find the screw, you can't. You have to go sort of round the side. A real pain that is. Right, so let's get the other bits and pieces and let's crack on. Just thought I'd show you these two rear cage, I'll call it. So that is the original rear cage, which is bigger than the replacement for the larger screen has got a smaller cage. So our bracketry just fits off this original one, which saves you a lot of time and money stripping all this extra bit down. But we are going to, for this video, put this bit in. Right, let's get back in the car with this new bit. Right, so there's the new bit. So if you want to slide that in, Destiny. And let's get the two screws in their corners first. Let's locate it in, those two longer ones. Yeah, the second one over the other side. Right, let's put the cable back in now. So it should have the same holes in the same sort of place for it to locate it. There you go. Right. Now at this stage you should then go and put the two that are right underneath in that real pain in the butt place. Now we're not going to do it because we're just gonna we're gonna go back to our bracket system later, so we will pretend we've done those, and now we're ready to start putting the center console back in. Yep, just remember you got to put these two bolts here, which gave you that flexibility to get those. Make sure you put those back in, and they were these bigger threaded ones here. So do be careful because they are a coarser thread than some of the other ones. You see how that thread there is coarser. It's the coarse thread ones you want for this bit. Take our little cardboard retainer back out, and now we can get the main. Get the main gear carriage back in. Put that one side in first.
Which side was it?
Where was it?
Ah.
So, then you got the other. What have we got? One of those was the starter, and one of them was the. We got the.
It's that grey one.
Just the grey one, yeah. And I'll keep the green one to the side for the starter. For the PIVI actually switch. Lovely. And make sure you got the wire out for the starter switch on your side. Right, so you need to put your 4 longer self tappers in the front here. That's those done. Right, and now we got to get the surround back on. So you should be able to plug that one on first, aren't you, before you put it over the gear knob. And put it over the gear knob. You hear that nice click, and then that should just snap back in now, shouldn't it? Careful, you got some little bits on the side there. That's it. That's it. It's not snapping on this side. There you go. Make sure that's snapped in nice. And then we got the screws at the top to put in. That's one of them in. Now it is the first sandwich plate goes on. The cable goes at the back. And then I think you got to put the cables through the letterbox. And then there's that little fir tree clip that pushes through there, and that should present those in the right place. Now bear in mind you'll have to change these connectors, but we'll gloss over that. As long as we can reach those, we're good. Right, and then it's got 4 spring clips, and it should push back and snap into place. You'll see the 4 spring clips here. You can see them coming through. So now we have to put the first of the screen plate on, sorry. So that goes on the back of the screen, and there's 2 little pegs on the back of the screen here that line up, so you'll know when it's right. You get those lined up, and then your 4 holes will line up as well. And then it's your little M6 by 16 screws. You took out your old screen. Torx T30, so we'll rattle those 4 in. And the ones we took out the old screen were covered in like some sort of Loctite gloop, weren't they? So they're a bit hard to wind in. Alright, we'll put those in. So we're all ready to go in. Now the next thing we'll need to do after we've snapped it in is put the 2 screws that go in the top here. So, but let's snap that in. No, have we got to dive up? No, this is just a straight snap forward, isn't it? Because obviously it's got the spring clips. So you line those little pushy spring clips up. It's a bit like layer upon layer upon layer upon layer. And so you got your 2 top screws you've got to put in down through the top. Right, now we're ready to put the top rail on, aren't we? So I've not tried this yet, so we don't know whether the top rail will fit. That seems to fit all right. Or is it tight on the back now? Does the later top rail have a cutout? I think it's fighting. It's fighting that position there a bit. What are you thinking, Destiny?
No, looks like it should just be enough. Are we missing? I'm not missing any clip.
Because with our brackets, it fitted fine, didn't it? See,
Right,
now obviously we haven't got the top clips. We didn't put those top screws in because we're going to whip it out again. But does that fight it?
Yeah, you can't put it in.
You can't put it in. No, it's too... Yeah, so it's just fouling this top edge of the screen. It's just fouling on that rail. So it looks like you need a different rail, or you'll have to hack the rail or do something. So our brackets are super cool, aren't they? So unless you're changing your top rail, let's have a look if the bottom rail goes in. Let's leave take the top rail off again. Right, flick the screen in. Right, and now try the bottom rail. That's it. Sorry about the hecticness here, but we're working it out with you guys. Alright then. It needs to go underneath it. Bottom rail's fine.
Oh, just fighting slightly.
It's fight.
I don't know what it's...
Our brackets are better than that. So there we go. It does fine. Then you've got to put the sides on like I did earlier at the table. Then so you got your top screws, your side clips go on, and then you've got to put your rear mat in, the rubber back. It all seems a bit of an ordeal to me, but that's how you want to do it. But yeah, let us know, those of you that have done it. What did you do with the top rail? So that is the end of this video of how to do the OE thing, but don't do it. Buy our brackets as soon as we got them available. And then we've got to cover the wiring and the CCF change as well, because obviously we didn't connect the wires there because they don't fit. You need our conversion loom we're developing. Right, enough waffling. Catch you later.